Most traders are losing money while using the RSI indicator as a standalone indicator. While I combined the RSI indicator with my customized indicator, I was able to scale 5,000 euro into 50,000 euro in just 14 months by adding a little bit of automation to the trades. Welcome to the video. My name is Frank and I'm guiding you through that strategy that also is tradable, totally manual. Make sure you are joining our free webinar where I'm revealing step by step how I achieved scaling a small account into the big account. And now enjoy the video. Let's get started looking very first at the RSI indicator, Relative Strength Index. An oscillator has exactly three opportunities or three interpretations. We could identify an overbought situation, what you are seeing now here in the picture. Number two is what we could identify in the RSI is an oversold situation. It's actually the opposite. Overbought is indicating that you should be selling. Oversold would be indicating that you should be buying. The third indication that we are getting from the RSI is the divergence, what you're seeing now in the image. You could see a series of lower lows in the market price, and you could see a series of a higher low already in the oscillator. That is indicating that the market might be into the long, meaning into the buy direction. Having understood what are the signals of the RSI in short, we could now look at what happens if you are purely trading with the RSI indicator. Look exactly at the image there. I show you that while the market was dropping like a stone, the indicator was giving us an oversold situation. That means, remember, this is a situation where the indicator says, hey, you could try to buy this market. But in this moment, this was a series of false signals, and this is what could happen if you trade the RSI solely and standalone. This actually is the reason why the RSI indicator as a standalone indicator never worked for me. Just until then, when I combined the RSI indicator together with my custom developed indicator, things started to change. Traders, let's get now to the turnaround indicator, which is the custom indicator that performs so well in combination with the RSI. Let me bring you immediately in the first picture. You see here very well aligned. You see the blue arrows. The blue arrows are absolutely the result of the custom indicator. And you see I circled the setups. You see we get a signal from the turnaround indicator and we're having oversold situations. Remember, oversold indication of the RSI means rather to search the buy opportunity, and we get it confirmed by the custom indicator. We have two excellent signals. Let's move quickly to the next signal. You see here again the series of lower lows and in the market and the series of a higher low in the indicator. That means we have a divergence. The divergence is indicating a long signal. And guess what? Yes, the custom indicator, the turnaround indicator, gives us as well a long entry. But be careful, we also have here to take care that both indicators are working differently. And this is what you can see here now on the third image I would like to show you. Because while the RSI indicator is on the way up to an overbought situation, the turnaround indicator gives us still an opportunity to buy. And while we have here two competing signals, a trader has a very simple decision to take. Just to stay on the sideline and not to take the trade and wait for the next better signal when both indicators are combining with each other. From that very moment, I can tell you this is the reason why it was for me possible to scale so fast the account what I was referring to. Now it's time to define the strategy. So our leading indicator will be the turnaround indicator. If the turnaround indicator gives us a signal, we are consulting with the Relative Strength Index RSI to confirm the signal we received from the turnaround indicator. We stay on the same examples that we have seen previously already to not confuse too much. That means in the first image that you are seeing right now, you see that the turnaround indicator has given a signal. In this very moment, when you get notified from the turnaround indicator by email, by a push message to your smartphone, or by a acoustic noise on the trading platform, you're going and consult the RSI. You see with the arrow exactly where the RSI in the moment of the signal generation looked like. In this moment, you decide whether you have an overbought or an oversold situation. As we are having from the turnaround indicator a signal to buy, we are looking for a oversold situation. And of course, in the example right now, you see that we have a perfect oversold situation, and we have now the decision to take whether we want to take the trade. So signal number one from the indicator, from the turnaround indicator, confirmed by the RSI, is leading us to the decision to take the trade. Let's move on to the second example. Here it gets a little bit more tricky. The same thing is happening. The turnaround indicator gives us a buy signal. Now we are making our consultation with the RSI, and we are seeing, hey, no, the RSI is not at the moment in an oversold situation. So that means we are not trading this trade. But wait, remember back, the RSI is not giving us only oversold and overbought. No, it also can give us a hint with a divergence. So what we are doing as a second check, if we don't have an oversold or overbought situation, we are looking if the indicator gives us a divergence. How we do that? First of all, we can see in the chart, again, the downtrend line. You have seen it already. And in the indicator, you see, whoa, the indicator is giving us already a higher low situation. So the lower lows in the chart, in the price, are diverging from the indicator, which is giving us a higher low, in combination with the long signal, the buy signal from our turnaround indicator, so we achieve confirmation from the RSI for our signal. And we as a trader can decide to buy the signal. Let's move on to the false signal on that chart. Look into the price action. The turnaround indicator again delivers us a long signal. But as you can see, when we are moving with our eyes alongside down to the RSI indicator, you can neither spot an oversold situation nor you can spot a divergence. In this very moment, the turnaround indicator signal is going to be negated by the RSI confirmation because we don't get one. And here the decision, again as described before, is pretty clear, and we are not taking the trade. Let's wrap it up. The strategy, step by step. You are getting a notification by the indicator. As soon as you get a notification, you are consulting with the RSI indicator to confirm. If you receive a confirmation, you have from the indicators the green light to take a trade. If you don't get confirmation, the indicators making it forbidden to trade. This is exactly the strategy I used to grow 5,000 euros into 50,000. And I break it down step by step in my free webinar. Don't miss and book your seat now. The link for the registration you find in the description below. Now it's time to look at real executed trades and to show you how this powerful combination of turnaround indicator and RSI in combination with compounding could give you really excellent trading opportunities. Here we are already in the trading platform, and you see here in the last trading week, it was the week of the 22nd of May, we were using the German DAX in the 15-minute time frame, and you could see here, for example, again the powerful combination. So we are getting price action signals from the turnaround indicator, and when we are combining and looking at exactly like the strategy I was explaining you just before a while, you can recognize, okay, we were in an oversold situation with a long signal, so that means that we could enter the trade. So here there is 3 trades that were compounded actually into the momentum. Then we had a little bit of a hard time. You see that not every trade will run very smoothly, but you need to have the right risk and money management, of course, into place, which also I will explain you really in detail in our free webinar. Please make sure that you grab your seat there. So here you see we were going a little bit in a drawdown with the position, but then the momentum came back and we could close the trade in a profit. Then the next day, similar situation. Market was dropping a bit. We were going into an oversold situation. You see the trend was in this moment still to the upside, and the positions again could be built up by the use of compounding. How to do the compounding? Guess what? Yes, it's also included, of course, in the free webinar. And you see, we were building up again into the momentum, and we were making our threshold trade. We were going and executing, take profit after we have achieved what we wanted to achieve. Again, on after a weekend, you see the 23rd of May, and then we were going again to trade on the 26th of May. So you see the same situation again. Market was recovering after the drop on Friday. And then we were coming on Monday and seeing a situation, market was going again in oversold situation in combination with the price action signal from the turnaround indicator enabled us to make the third trade winning in a row. Now you could understand why this powerful combination can help you to scale a small account relatively fast. Without the combination of the indicators, getting a signal from the turnaround indicator in combination or in confirmation with the RSI signal, it would have been much harder to scale so fast a small account into a big account. And of course, as well, it would add much more losers into the track record. It is very important that you keep as well your statistics in that perspective under control, that the losers and the winners are staying in balance, and this combination is helping you very well with that. Traders, before we are coming to the end of the video, I don't let you go before not sharing this absolute pro tip with you. It might sound logical to you, but believe me, many traders are failing on that. That means don't chase every signal that you are receiving from each and every indicator that you have on your chart. Use them in combination, eliminating their weaknesses by combining their strengths. This is the key here. So meaning if you have a great signal from the turnaround indicator, always confirm it with another strong indicator, which is the RSI. Having this in mind, let me clarify one thing. Scaling an account is not about taking more risk. Scaling an account is trading with signals that you can rely on. Scaling an account means that you are knowing exactly how to follow the strategy with the strong signals that I, for example, have introduced you. Because if you're doing so, you will recognize that you develop much more confidence in your trades, and this is something where our indicator can help you to grow. So traders, if you are ready to stop guessing which trades are great, which are not great, if this RSI signal is perfect or not, please make sure you are taking a seat into the free webinar I'm hosting. Link to register is in the description, and you will be experiencing how I explain you step by step how I scaled a 5K account into 50K in just 14 months. You will receive plenty of bonuses by attending that webinar. If you like the video, give us a thumb up and subscribe to the channel, and you get notified when we are live or publishing the next video. Thank you for watching, and see you soon. Bye.